I just wonder, how did it come about that the environmentalists got such a hold and so much power over our officials? Is it through lobbyists? Is it money? Is it payoff? What is it?
Well, I think there's money, but they've also had the benefit of a willing media that has exposed it. And the rest of us haven't had that. They've had Hollywood for what that's worth. That's a world of make-believe. And they've done great in making believe some of these things that has caused us all sorts of problems and continuing progress. But they have had that opportunity that we haven't had. Now with the internet, with blogs, with cable, that's changing a bit. And people are re-educating themselves and saying, wait a second. And so you get the environmentalists that come to Washington now, and they are put on the hot seat more than they ever were before. And that has to continue. And then when you find people like Al Gore, who have been exposed now, I'm not talking about his marriage situation, I'm talking about exposed on global warming. And the fact that he just is making mega millions as a result of picking carbon credits out of the air and flaunting his own ability to use those carbon. I think that's also making
Tim? I always just, you think back, I don't know, maybe 20-some years ago, weren't we going to destroy the rainforests? Aren't they going to be gone by millions of acres? Where are they now? Did they all get cut down? That was back in 1980.
Well, thankfully, Hollywood stood up and took notice and stopped us from doing that. Well, I'm not saying that there aren't some times when we go hog wild and we do some bad things, but we also know that forestry, that is seeing forest as crops and committed forest husbandry, has produced better forests. Now they aren't the virgin forests, and I've walked through a number of virgin forests. Well, I've tried to walk through a number of virgin forests. It's hard to walk through those things. And some people, probably there ought to be some of those left so we can see what it actually looks like, and then wait for the next fire that comes and burns them down.
Natural fire.
Natural fire. But we also know that proper forestation makes a better forest, a hardier forest. Animal life reproduces better, grows, and the control is there. We know that the outdoor sportsmen who hunt and give their money for those licenses produce better crops of animals. So you're right. I mean, the rainforest, there may have been some problems where they were handling that, but to simply say we got to stop it, or else we'll destroy the environment, we've seen that that's not true.
Massive acres, just cut all down.
Yeah.
Never did. That's what I imagined.
Look at my staff time here. We probably got to get out of here. Is it my living room? Is it? No. We'll be glad to stand around and talk outside a bit.